Hey, everybody, welcome back. It's Mr. Reality, joined by psychic medium Liz Cross, and we're on episode 327 of Old Time Photos. How are you today, Liz?
At least 327. This lady, look, just first glance at her, you cannot get anything past her. You know, she can spot a shyster a mile away. She's sharp.
Celia Compton, born in Mile End in April 1886 to Charles, a woodchopper, and Mary Compton, was one of 9 kids and only 6 survived. That's still a pretty good average, I'd say. We lost 3, but if you have 9 kids. So I wonder if we can bring in the energy of Miss Celia Compton and ask her some questions about life and death.
She is very happy to be here. Thank you.
Has she incarnated since crossing over in 1966?
No,
How long does it take to cross over into a new Earth body, usually?
she says her usual pattern is about 100 years.
Wow.
Mm.
So you have a lifetime, 100 years. So can she tell us about her life as her past incarnation?
What was your past incarnation? Oh, wow. So this is a pattern for her. I know that this lady was from, you said from the Spitalfields Nippers.
It said that originally in the article on The Guardian. I just know he or she was born in Mile End, but she was in an article from The Guardian about kids.
Right, being, orphaned sort of workhouse. She's telling me she's done this many lifetimes. I'm like, why do you choose to be like orphaned or grow up in these circumstances? She likes it as a soul. She likes it. She likes the concept of being orphaned, not knowing like where you come from, not knowing who your parents are, having to make it on your own from scratch with no real love. It's really tough love that you have, and you don't have that mother, father, family. We have to protect this person. She
So
says,
was she taken out of her family because she was born to a mother and father with 9 brothers and sisters?
so in her previous, not this lifetime, but the previous lifetime, she was workhouse. So why were you one of the Spitalfields Nippers then? Oh, because they were exceptionally poor, dirt poor. Now, Mile End and that East End area, it was known for that too back in the day. Exceptionally poor. And she's telling me we had no food, we were poverty stricken, we didn't have shoes on our feet, our clothes were rags, we didn't have water, we rarely had baths. I mean, it was very bad.
Well, then she remarried and became a money lender. Can she tell us about that part of her life? Because it seems like the polar opposite of a poor upbringing.
Yeah. So you became a money lender. So it's the only thing that she had available to her. So did you end up like getting quite a lot of money? Yeah. So she did have quite a lot of money. And that was from being poor, right? So you're always scared that you're going to be that poor ever again. You could be that poor again, she's saying. And you're terrified. You save every penny. She was very good with money, and she could stretch money as far as it could go. She never paid full price or rarely paid full price for anything. She would barter and bargain, and she just would, you know, save and save and build her wealth as well. And she became a money lender. I'm saying, but what happened if people didn't pay you back? Did you enforce it? And she says, heck yeah, I did. I feel like she had some guys that could enforce it from the East End.
What number lifetime was this for her as a human being?
It's around the 400s.
And is she on the 3rd step of the evolutionary ladder of soul ascension?
She is on the third step. Yes, she is
What,
just sort of graduating in. So let me ask her this question. Do you believe that coming in kind of poor, orphaned in your previous life, she's like, I love being poor. She loves it. She takes it in her stride. Do you think that, that gives you a leg up on the ascension ladder? Absolutely, it does. You can learn a lot of things from being poor. It's a very hard existence, but you've got to tough your way through it.
and what does she need to do to make that next step up?
What do you need to do to make that next step up? She one of the things she has to deal with is how to deal with being wealthy. A lot of people don't know how to deal with being wealthy and they lose money very quickly. So this is about transitioning into newer lifetimes where she does have money and she will have to know what to do with it, how to behave. So being poor is a whole set of life lessons as well as being wealthy.
How many people are in her soul family?
Four,
Is that a small number or is that average?
is that a small number? She believes in her own personal thoughts, feelings, and opinions. That's average.
Do you drift in and out of the core four or within each incarnation, or are you always incarnating with those core four?
You drift in and out? Not really. I mean, she stays with this four group. She and her mother have been sisters in previous lifetimes. Her father has been her son, her brother. It's all interchangeable roles. There's also another sibling that reincarnates in and out with them as well. Now they pick up drifters. She's so funny. We pick up drifters, waifs, and strays on the way. Yeah, you can come with us. You know, when other souls are saying that their soul family is no good anymore, can I come join you? Yeah, and because you have to belong to somebody somehow. And they do, they pick up drifters and hitchhikers. She's funny.
How many people does she have in her group right now on the other side that she's communicating with?
How many people do you have in your group? No, they're all four up there at the moment.
What does she do for entertainment over there?
She's funny. Surely she's running her own comedy club. She thinks that's funny. Oh, she just gave me a hug and a kiss. She liked that. She's very fun. What do you do for entertainment over there? She says we laugh. I knew it. I knew I could tell by her personality, but what else? No, tell us, what else do you do? She likes to mingle around and communicate with others. She just doesn't stay within the core four. She likes to meet interesting souls, talk
Who's the
and learn
most
about
interesting soul she's intermingled with over there on the other side?
the most interesting soul you've ever intermingled with. The Queen.
Which queen?
Which Queen? Elizabeth II.
Is she on your
Oh,
level?
hold on. So Victoria is already down. Victoria is already back down. And who is Victoria in the grand scheme of things? Is she associated with the royal family? She's not direct lineage in this time. So I feel like she's one of the. Ooh, it's possible she's one of Andrew's girls.
One of Andrew's what?
Girls.
Ah, does she what was it like meeting the queen? Was she just as common as you are on the other side, and is anyone able to hang out with her, or does she have like a cadre of protectors around her?
What was it like to meet the queen? No, she's very friendly and open. And we just share experiences. Is she protected up there like she was down here? No, no, no. Her door is always open. Does she live in a palace? And she's laughing at me again. She's like, there's no palaces up here, Liz.
What is the most interesting book that she has read while on the other side?
Ooh, what's the most interesting? She says, yours. Your Akashic record. She's funny.
Yikes.
She goes, if only you knew what was coming up for your next lifetime. She says, I'll tell you someday. She's
So she can
hilarious.
see into the future with other people's lifetime. I thought our books were only open to us, but they're public record. Anyone can go in and pick out the Mr. Reality book or the Liz Cross book.
Are they public record? Yeah, they are public record. Well, yeah, okay, of course they are public record because that makes sense to me when she says yes. Because I'm thinking, yeah, because if it wasn't, I can just go and pick the book off the shelf, right? I can go to the hall of records and speak to the people behind the desk and say, I need to see this book, I need to see that book. It doesn't matter like if I'm doing a reading for them or not. Do I do that? No, but I certainly have the ability to do so. I don't think, I think because we're all joined together, let's ask this question. Is it because we're all joined together at a collective consciousness? That's why nothing is really secret? Absolutely. See, people think their thoughts are secret, right? Yeah.
Take a
You
remote viewing class.
yeah, take a remote viewing class. That's right. Which Mr. Reality does run a remote viewing class, hint hint. Um, but yeah, there's no secrets.
About her other 300 or so lifetimes, what was her most memorable lifetime and why?
Lifetime. She's showing me one from way, way back. It's tribal, and I feel like the tribe had to pack up and move, and they had to take a very, very long journey. The journey was exceptionally difficult. Lots of people died on the journey within the tribe, and including her.
Why was that great? Seems like pretty morose.
Because it was very, so look, she quite likes a challenge and she likes difficult lifetimes. That's where she thrives on, right? So that was a very, very challenging lifetime, but she learned a lot. And again, it's all about the ascension process. She actually grew quite a lot in her ascension from that lifetime.
And what does she miss most from the Earth plane?
Sweets,
You don't sleep up there.
sweets,
Oh, sweets. Well,
cakes,
that too. Cake and napping.
tea. She had a sweet tooth, a terrible sweet tooth. She loved sweets.
And what's it like over there with food? There's no food, right? Can you project yourself as any image, or do you always project yourself as the most recent incarnation?
Can you project yourself as any image? Yeah, she says, I'll be whoever you want me to be, Rona. She's quite flirty, Mr. Reality. She's quite flirty. Do you always project yourself as the last life? Well, to me, she is, yes. But she can morph herself into as many lifetimes as you want her to be.
Did she have any memorable pets in any of her lifetimes? And has she seen them while there?
Did you have any memorable pets? Not really, but in this lifetime, while she was here on the earth plane, she had a rat that used to come by that she would feed.
What is the most hardest thing she's working on for her next lifetime? What's the thing that's vexing her,
What's the
setting up that next path?
what's the hardest thing that is, the most challenging that you have to overcome? That she deserves to have to come from a loving family and that she deserves the love from that family whilst here on the earth plane. So in this lifetime, I feel like, parents were quite abusive. They were stressed out. I feel like dad was a drinker, uh, just would throw tantrum, wasn't a very nice man, would spend the money on alcohol, what little they had. Um, yeah, so it's about creating a life where she deserves to be loved.
Are there counselors or therapists over there? Because it seems like a lot of stuff to unpack.
Yes, there are advisors that help you like design your lifetime. Like, why do you need this in your life? What is it about this element of, or this lesson that you have to learn? Why do you think it's so difficult? How do you think you can structure your lifetime in a way that you can actually finally figure out what the lesson is, expand your consciousness? So there are advisors, but they cannot choose for you. They can only advise you.
All right. Well, Celia Compton, thanks so much for joining us and sharing your wisdom from the other side. Liz, thanks for bringing her forth.
Yeah, she wanted to tell a joke, but I'll let her do that next time. She's funny. All right, we'll stop this one here. That was a good one. Thank you.